Hello and welcome to Flying Bobbins. I'm Liz, and in this month's tutorial I should be talking all about trouser fitting. This is a really hot topic. Everyone has asked me to do a focused video series on this. I think that getting a good fit on a trouser is really key to being happy with your trouser making projects. And with so many great styles out there, it's really nice to have a guide to follow on how to fit those trouser patterns, no matter which pattern you're using. So in this video tutorial, I shall be following the workbook that I have created for you. So this is a tutorial for either my lovely Sew Along Club members, or of course you can purchase this separately from Flying Bobbins as well. Links to both the Sew Along Club and to the trouser fitting workshop are going to be in the description below for you to find. Just let me know if you have any questions. So throughout this tutorial, I shall be referring to my pack, which I have created. There's some tables for you to fill out in there, some measurements for you to take. It's very much a hands-on practical course that we're going to follow today, so you can really put into practice and learn from what I'm going to be talking through with you. So I do suggest that you either order a copy of the workbook, a printed copy which I can post out to you, or there's also a PDF which you can download and print. But I do suggest that you have that close at hand so that you can follow along each chapter with me and, you know, practically take your own measurements and measure your own pattern as well, so that everything that I say kind of makes sense from a practical point of view. Now, as well as this, I'm going to be using the Mitchell trouser pattern by Closet Core as a kind of practice pattern to show you how I would go about fitting this to my body shape. Now, obviously we're all very different body shapes. Lots of things can affect how your trousers are going to fit you. There's no rights and wrongs. When we're producing a pattern, if as a fashion designer, we will obviously have to kind of take averages, work out a block, and then scale that up and down, grade that up and down to create all the different sizes that you get. And these are all done based on kind of a set of metric pattern cutting rules, if you like, very standardized kind of measurements. But of course, human bodies are gloriously different. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at how to take a standard trouser pattern, but then adapt that and adjust that to fit your wonderful body measurements, just so that your trousers look perfect for you. Now we're going to be, first of all, looking at reading the pattern and understanding all of the information given to you both on the pattern envelope and in the booklet. Then we're going to dive into taking body measurements. So we will look at what all the body measurements are and how to take those accurately and record them. Also how those correspond back to the trouser pattern itself. We'll look at how to choose the correct size and also blend between one size to another. Very few people are one size all the way up and down. We'll look at rise in quite a lot of detail. Rise is something that's very specific to trouser patterns and can cause a few problems around the fitting area, you know, because you've got a very sort of three-dimensional shape there. We need to think about wearing ease and styling ease and how that's all affected and how that relates back to the fit of your trouser. So we will deep dive into looking at the rise of your trousers. And then we'll look at adjusting length, slightly easier and more familiar topic there. And then I'm just going to tell you a bit about toiling, based fitting, how I would kind of, from having taken my adjustments and measurements and adjusted the pattern, how I would then go about making my toile, and then troubleshooting. So there's kind of awkward areas where you just can't get the fit quite right. We'll look at some troubleshooting solutions there for those problem areas. So I hope that when you watch this, it will really help you get an understanding of trouser patterns and how to adapt those so that you can have the perfect fitting trouser. Hope you enjoy watching and do ask if you have any questions.